Well, basically, I kind of got into video games because of my older brother. Like, we had a PlayStation 1 and a Game Boy Color that was new, and then I saw he was playing with it, and I was like, I want to play that. Like, it caught my interest. So, he's actually the same person who introduced me to Warcraft 3 and then Dota 1, because Dota 1 was in Warcraft 3. But then he was better than me in like every game he played, like no matter what console. So when we started playing Heroes of New Earth or HON, it's a different MOBA, I think made by S2 Games or something. I was finally able to be better than him, like because of the skill rating there. It was MMR also. Like I got better than him, so I was major happy. And then I met other players in HON who were better than me, and then I wanted to become the best. So I tried to learn from them. I played a lot. And then I guess in high school I played League, which is another MOBA, League of Legends. Because my high school classmates played the game, and then I had no more kalaro in HON. And then I reached Challenger there. And then in college, I played Dota 2 nga. Because there was a Dota 2 college tournament that my old friends used to play in. And then they wanted to compete. And I was like, I want to compete too. And it's a MOBA, right? So I played Dota 2. And then I wasn't actually able to play in a lot of video games before college, like competitively, I mean, because my parents didn't allow me to join tournaments on like the weekdays because I had school, but like I couldn't balance playing and studying. I usually forgot to do my home. Okay, not naman forgot. I didn't want to do my homework, so I didn't do it. But then when I was in college now and I was handling my studies well and I was doing well in the Impetus nga, the UP hosted Dota 2 tournament. They started to support me in all my tournaments and like they would watch my games when it's live stream on Facebook and they would message me. Said I don't know what's happening, but did you win? Like, can you explain this? Like after the game, they'd be like, "What happened here?" Like, so medyo cute that they would support me now. But yeah, that's about it. I guess unang-una, like, it was a really big opportunity. And for sure, I won't forget, like, competing in that tournament. You know, Dota 2, it's a different game mode, fighting all these talented players and coming up on top, like, and winning, actually. I didn't expect to win kasi. So, because someone from Ateneo, LG Esports, just asked me to join. So that's why I joined. And then when I won, I was like, oh yeah, I won. And we were like, oh, you won, solid. And then we don't uh, the only tournament I've won in Dota 2 kasi was Impetus, the collegiate one. But then when we competed in other tournaments, wala. So when I won this, it was a big change of pace. Like, wow, panalo, solid. And then when I fought NOTAIL, it was crazy. Like, it really gives you confidence. Na like, 1v1, like, even if he had ping disadvantage because he was playing from somewhere else and maybe he was probably not super serious. But like still beating him, it's like it's not an easy feat, right? Like it really gives you confidence in your own skill level. But I guess you could say like for my Dota 2 career, like it changes my life a little, but then Dota 2 will always be like a team game, right? So if I join a regular Dota tournament, just because I won this doesn't mean I'll do very well. Because um, if I don't have good chemistry with my team and we don't perform well as a team, we're gonna fail. Like it's more or less. Yeah. So first of all, my initial battle plan was kasi the format of the game was it's really for outplaying, right? That was the intention. So I wanted to outplay all my opponents, kill them 3 times. I didn't want to push. I wanted to make flashy plays on kahit anong hero and like stomp my enemies talaga. Pero I was reminded that that's not the only way to win because I was knocked down to the lower bracket because my enemy who I killed twice na just focused on pushing my tower. And it's if it's part of the game. So I lost and I didn't want to lose anymore. I was like, okay, so it doesn't matter if I kill them thrice or push my tower. I just want to win. I want to win this tournament. I want to fight an OG member. So medyo cheesy yung ginawa ko. Like I just started building very defensively, yung mga batak lang, and then focused on pushing their tower. And then my opponents who are so sanay to, okay, I'll play, I think I'm better, I'll kill them 3 times. They couldn't kill me na. So, and they weren't able to adapt to like this unorthodox play style, and they lost, like, because you can't play the same way against every enemy, like any enemy. Like you have to be able to adapt, right? But then, yun nga, so that won me the tournament basically. And then when I fought NOTAIL, I decided na I didn't want to do this anymore. Like I didn't want to push his tower. It's NOTAIL. I don't want to waste my opportunity and say I won by pushing his tower. So I wanted to kill him 3 times talaga. And yeah, it turned out well. Like we both didn't try to push each other's towers, and we both were just having fun. And I enjoyed. I just want to share, like, I had some pre-game rituals, like,
Yeah.
before every game. Like, usually I play games with my friends lang. Pampa GV lang. Like, so I'm happy, but also, like, even if it was Dota 2 or a different game, like, recently Valorant, like, it just helps you get your reflexes on point, like, just playing any game on the computer. But then, right before my matches, I go into demo mode, in Dota 2
Mm.
and play the heroes I usually play and just play around with it. Like I use dagger, I use their skills, just to have my reflexes up talaga.
That's
It's
nice.
it's like
Okay.
you can't go into a game na malamig kamay mo because
Mm.
everything you do from the start of the game is gonna have an impact on the game. So you might as well get used to it before the game itself. Kasi po, they told me I'm fighting no-tail. So mentally, I'm prepared. I'm gonna fight no-tail, diba? But then, I was very overwhelmed because they invited no-tail to Discord for the interview. And then both the casters left. So, I was in the same Discord as no-tail while we were playing. Like, ito yung laptop ko. And then he was here on my phone looking at me. And I was looking at him. So, di ako ready dun. Like, I wasn't ready to play my best while talking to him the small talk about Dota, about the game mode. And while I could see him, kasi si Notail yan. That guy's the captain of a two-time TI champion team. And I'm just talking to him, parang makakilala kami. Like, it was like very overwhelming. But obviously, a great opportunity. So I was happy rin. I was like, oh my God, Notail's here. Para Notail's here. So I was like in my head, kukwento ko to sa mga friends ko. Notail's like just there. Grabe. So, medyo masaya ako the whole time. Grabe yun, grabe. Still until now, when I recall it, it's still, wow, natalo ko si Notail. Actually, my friends, they keep on saying, wow, just because you beat Notail, you won't win. Like, they make fun of me ganun. So, and yeah, unforgettable talaga. Ah! Okay, okay. Knowing OG and they played the show match before against FEU, di nila siseryosohin yan eh. Like, they would just have fun kasi random team lang. So, they won't play super seriously. So, feel ko with my team, parang 20% chance. Like, just cause they're not serious. Pero, pag seryoso sila, like, isipin mo, nasa TI sila, and then, nasa TI rin kami. Wala kaming chance, pare. Like, they're good. That's all I could say. Undeniably magaling sila. It's a very good opportunity pala. Like those integrating esports into the curriculum because parang right now the industry in the Philippines at least is you get discovered just by playing and reaching a high rank. But then there's a lot of untapped potential, like hidden gems that like wala silang medium to display their skill. Like what if they just enjoy playing with their friends pero sobrang galing nila. They don't like playing alone so they don't climb. But if you put it into curriculum where especially now in our generation na esports is thriving talaga even through this pandemic, and it's just gonna get bigger obviously. Like it's really gonna help in developing the growing esports scene in Dota in the Philippines. But yun nga, for Dota 2 specifically, sobrang matutulong siya because Pinoy's mahal nila yung Dota 2 eh. Like, I think NOTAIL mentioned in this interview, one of the best crowds was the Dota 2 tournament, Manila Major. Like, favorite niya yun during the Red Bull tournament. He mentioned it kasi tinanong. So, it's a very good idea. I hope more schools push for it. Like, I hope Ateneo pushes for it. Nakita nila to, Ateneo. Sige na. Pero, ayun nga, like, solid. I love it.
So where do you think yung pagkapanalo mo sa Red Bull puts the Philippines standing sa esports?
It helps in like, cause okay, there's a lot of esport Filipino talent na like in Dota 2, like there's Abed, there's Gabby, Tems, Armel, like kilala na sila. But then for a student, like just a student, the Philippines unknown to beat it, like parang it kind of for me, like in my opinion, it puts like there's more people see it na when they see it, oy, parang yung mga Pinoy talaga parang galing nila. Like, there are good players in the Philippines. So like it really just helps in like improving the image of for me na Filipinos getting into esports. So yeah, that's mostly it. It helps. But like it's still kulang. Like we still need more formalized leagues in the Philippines that attract more players in order to get us really like up there. But it helps, I think. Yeah. That's my dreams medyo straightforward. I ever since I started playing Dota 2 or even Honor League, like I wanted to compete abroad for sure in any game I was good at. Like I wanted to keep compete abroad with a team and perform. Like it's always been a big dream of mine to compete abroad. And so as of now, my biggest dream right now is to compete in TI, the international, sana TI 10, pero wala pa kaming like uh still finding a team that wants to compete at that level. But if I do get the chance, I want to qualify, compete, and perform well. You know, and win because that's like so it's too big now. But like just be able to go there and like, have fun, do well, play well. It's my dream.
So from the looks of it, parang we can see that your pro gaming career is a long way ahead of you, parang ganun, magtatagal 'to?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, wow.
Sana.
That's nice,
I
that's
mean, I
nice,
hope,
that's nice.
right? Okay, malala yan ah. Because I'm not good at time management. Like, yun talaga yung pinaka weakness ko ever since I was young. But anyways, I guess yung end of level ko muna na school subjects. Any subject na may maraming tests na objective, yung parang memorization yung kailangan mo, yung tipong identification or modified true or false. Yung kailangan like pag nag-aral ka, nag-memorize ka, perfect mo na. Like hindi ko yan kaya kasi like hindi nga ako magaling mag-time management. And like I make more okay, masamang aminin, but I'm always able to make time for video games or Habitat for Humanity Blue Chapter kasi these are the things na I'm really passionate about, like video games and the advocacy of Habitat for Humanity Blue Chapter. And I believe that when you're passionate about something, you always be able to make time for the things you really want to do. Kasi choice mo naman yan eh. Pero, ayun nga. So, since I always make time for those two, yung school ko nga, like, I mean, hindi ko naman ina-abandon yung school. But, like, I don't memorize everything. Like, I memorize a few, but then, like, okay na ako na. Okay, I read through it, aral ko ng konti, I memorized a few, okay na yan. Like, I'm good. I'm good. So, yun. Hard to balance, though. Pero, kinakaya naman. Kinakaya siya. Even if like student ka, your responsibility to be a student. Parang for me mahirap pag like yan lang talaga yung focus mo. Like, unless you're, passionate about being a student, passionate, you're really happy with what you're studying. Pero ako, like, I realized my passion just lies in, like, other things. Well, but I'm happy being a student. But, like, there are just things that I'm more passionate about. And when I graduate, hopefully, kasi business student ako sa Ateneo. So, yung businesses ko in the future, the industry where I work in, plano ko po, it's something I'm passionate about rin na I'm just gonna find the industry like video games or like social entrep kasi habitat ako. So like, yun yung, like, you have to have a passion kahit student ka. Like, it's important. Funny, sure, funny. Funny siya. Nakakatawa eh, nakatayo ka lang dun, tapos nagchat. Nakakatawa lang siya. At yung item na rin nakakatawa. So, funny. Yeah. Idol. Sure. Sure yan. No explanation needed. Idol ko yun.
So now you're the idol na. Because you beat him.
Di ba? Sad. I mean, I guess, sad talaga yung nangyari sa pandemic. So, yun ang masasabi ko. Medyo sad siya. Like, what's happened?
Pero it doesn't limit naman your gaming opportunities right now.
It doesn't. Esports is
Yeah.
thriving in quarantine. I think ito
Right.
yung
Yeah.
pinakang hindi apekto or like even if it's like parang it's doing better now. Okay, no naman because you can't have LAN tournaments. But parang it's functioning normally. And I guess more people are looking into esports now
Yeah.
because of the quarantine.
Yeah.
And people
Yeah.
who aren't even gamers like became gamers because like
Mm.
wala silang magawa eh. What do I do? Ay, try mo to. Sige. Tapos, ayun na.
Agree.
Nag-enjoy na sila. Ayun, yung MLBB. Dami kong friends na naglaro niya ngayon kasi quarantine. Like,
Mm.
looking for a game. Yeah. So, I guess, sad yung quarantine itself. Pero like, daming opportunities na lumabas rin because of it. Never ko pa pinag-isipan yan because I don't do a lot of analysis. Like, when I watch pro games, I watch it for fun, right? I'm like, oh my god, ang galing din na. But I don't look at what they're doing and like analyze every single thing. But now that you mention it, feel ko wag like not wag muna because like I feel like I still have like a journey I want to experience as a player and um maybe if that doesn't work out, I'll look into coaching. But I don't really see myself as a coach kasi medyo di ko lang personality ko parang di bagay. Parang parang I won't be able to coach well. Sabihin ko, sige lang, do what you want. Hindi ko kaya. Hindi ako strict. So, I don't think I'll do well as a coach. But, maybe, you never know what happens in life. No? Like, malay mo, biglang next year gusto ko na mag-coach.